Hey there, friends. I've been a little bit sidetracked today. Today was the day that I wanted to put out kind of a exclusive type video that I've been working on. Some kind of shady stuff that's been happening. What's new, right? But I got sidetracked because remember the video that I put out yesterday? It was, would you guys give your info to an app to track your gun? And it was simply what I called a 2 for Tuesday. I coupled two stories together, and one of them was about an app that you could affix to your firearm and track it with an app on your phone. And then the second story was on a murder-suicide. Now, I didn't promote murder or suicide. In fact, YouTube demonetized the video right away, and then as you can see, they remonetized it. The crazy thing is, YouTube keeps turning off the comment section. If you click on the video and then click on the comment section, to the far right, that is the live stream as the video was being premiered. I premiere all of my videos so people are able to comment in the comment section during the actual premiere. So that's the live premiere chat that you see to the far right. Look down at the bottom left. Comments are turned off. I did not turn that off. All of my videos are set to default at the upload to allow comments, every single one. I don't have a video that has comments that are off, not a single one. I've actually done videos on people who have committed suicide, and those comments are not turned off. I say that because someone in the comment section, one of you guys had commented, maybe it's because the subject matter had something to do with suicide that they turned off the comments. I wonder if this one's going to get turned off because we're mentioning it again. But if you look at what I was looking at this morning, to my surprise, I woke up and look at the time up the upper left-hand corner, 8:19, 8:20 a.m. So if I go look over here, I noticed at 8:20 a.m. this morning that I had 0 comments. So I went to edit it and I looked, and if I scroll down to the very bottom, it shows me that my comment section is turned off. I simply click back on again, save it, boom, right? Refresh it again, boom, there's the comments. So there were comments from yesterday before YouTube turned it off. So there are the comments. You see them down the bottom left-hand corner. There's 36 of them. So at 8:21, there were 36 comments that had been logged from the previous night before YouTube turned them off. When they turn them back off again, all of the comments disappear. So that was at 8:21 this morning. If you look, I logged back into my account at 1:48 this afternoon, and guess what? 38 or 36 comments right there. I refresh it, boom, 0. So somewhere during that time between 8 something and 1:47, they turned them back off. I did not do this. YouTube turned these comments off. I had nothing to do with this, and so I do the same thing. Go back in there, edit, scroll back down where it says comments are turned off, click them back on again, get out of this screen, go back and save it again, and do essentially the same thing. Refresh it until finally, I go back and double check, by the way, right here, just to see if somehow it's not automatic. Because I figure if it had something to do with the word suicide being in there, it would be an automatic thing and automatically make my video not have comments. As you see, they did turn back on. So they were here. And again, I have to remind you, if the video is inappropriate in any kind of way, it would not be monetized. YouTube has allowed this video to be monetized. So it begs the question, why would they take the comments off if they're allowing it to be monetized and seen by other folks? That was at 1:48. This afternoon at 3:07, a little bit more than an hour later, you'll notice I went back in there again. There were 38 comments at the time. Did the same thing, refresh, boom, off again. So a little over an hour later, that means somebody manually likely looked at this. I went back in, turned the comments on again, saved it, hit it back to normal again. Again, I have to repeat this. Notice the green $sign. They are allowing the video to have full ads run on it and be fully monetized. So why would YouTube turn my comments off? This doesn't make sense to me. usually these things go hand in hand with one another. When they deem one of my videos inappropriate, whether it's inappropriate for people under 18, inappropriate for ads to be run, or inappropriate for anybody, they will always, not sometimes, always demonetize the video. So the demonetization, when it's monetized or demonetized, that's kind of like the shoe dropping. Boom. So it does not make sense that they would allow monetization, which is like, that's the thing. You know, when you get demonetized, that's the be all end all. So it does not make sense to me in any kind of way why YouTube would continuously do this. This would be the 5th time that I have turned comments back on this one video. None of my other videos currently have this issue. I scrolled through all of them. I don't understand why, unless it has something to do with why I'm questioning the ATF right now and asking people a question. Because if you notice, the title of the video is asking a question, which is going to, it's summoning an answer, right, from the viewers. I don't know if they don't want people answering and they're closing the comment section off. But if it has anything to do with the suicide, there would be an age warning on there. They've done it before on my videos. Anytime I hit something that is kind of, I don't know, let's call it taboo, that it's not going to be appropriate for either all ages or all walks of life of people, they will put a warning at the beginning of the video and demonetize the video. I've never seen no warning, no demonetization, but a continuous, what presumably is a manual turning off of the comments. Because again, let's remember this. If this were, let's say, something picking up with a policy issue, like, okay, the video, the AI or whoever the bots are, whomever, scrubs this video, this is not a long video. So it took them an hour before they turned the comments off the last time. That's got to be a manual review. So who is reviewing this manually, and what are they seeing manually to make them want to suppress the feedback but allow the video to be monetized and not restricted? Now, granted, it's got to be restricted. I'm sure it's not showing up in the recommended videos because it has such a low viewer count, like a super low viewer count. Typically, one of my videos will get 20,000 views overnight. This one has a paltry number of views. So clearly it's not being watched. So it makes me wonder if the comments being turned off, maybe it's being suppressed a little bit too, or shadow banned if you want to use that terminology. Just doesn't make sense to me. Some of you have complained to me as if I'm turning the comments off, and I don't do that. I don't turn my comments off. So I'm curious what you guys think. Have you guys had this same problem on any of the videos that you've seen? Other YouTube guys that you follow in the last couple of days, have you seen this as well? Finally, I want to ask you guys a favor. This goes hand in hand with the story that I'm working on right now. If you guys have ever been approached by anyone, whether it's federal agencies, local agencies, any kind of agency whatsoever, about any activity you have done or performed online, whether it's watching YouTube videos, whether it is searching particular websites, can you email me at paul@legallyarmedamerica.com? Again, paul@legallyarmedamerica.com, and let me know. Again, I'm curious if anybody, whether it's feds, whether it's an organization, heck, a credit card company, anybody, if anyone has ever contacted you and questioned you about any of your internet activity and a particular site, especially if it's a specific site that you went to and looked at, has anyone ever reached out to you and questioned you on that? Please email me and let me know. I have a very interesting story. I hope I'm done with it and it's out tomorrow. I got a little bit sidetracked with this issue today with the comments being turned off, but I'm hopeful that I get the video out tomorrow. I think you guys will be surprised and very interested in what I have to share with you all.
God save the Queen, man.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America. He's